Well, since I just finished this coastal scene, I thought I'd do another one from a photograph I took down near Savannah, Georgia. We did a workshop down there this past summer, and the couple that was hosting us lived on the water. So we had great access to fishing, to boating, and some great scenes. This isn't a lot of information in this, and especially in the background, just some distant trees. And keep it very simple here again, because again, I'm working in my sketchbook. A little bit of shore showing right in here. It's a real steep bank because of the high tides. They're 7-8 feet, which is quite a bit. Might have some trees hanging over here. Let's see, probably right about here. I'm going to put the dock that goes out to the water. And of course, they've all got barnacles on the bottom of them. And then this goes to a more of a gazebo type building. I want to come up clear of the horizon so I can see sky beneath this roof. And like I mentioned, sketchbooks are just great. You'll probably find that you paint looser in your sketchbook because you're not putting pressure on yourself. I need to raise this up a little bit. Okay. And this is all going to have reflections coming from it. And there's some posts in the water. Let's put some of those in here. And maybe a shorter one down here. So that's all there is to the sketch. Again, it's very loose. It's kind of an overcast day. So I'm going to kind of play that up. Take some permanent rose, a little bit of ultramarine blue. I want a little bit of warmth in the sky, but not too much. Now I'm going to go to Payne's Gray. An indication of a few clouds. I'm going to put some ultramarine blue with that. Fan out my brush. I'm going to take clear water to break up some of these hard edges, otherwise they become too distracting. I like some of them, but too much of a good thing is not good. And since I've got those colors already mixed, it only makes sense to put them down here in the water also. Since I've got the color mixed, no sense trying to reinvent that. Permanent rose, ultramarine blue, touch of Payne's Gray with it. Okay, I just dried that. So let's put some of the land masses in now. And it's really sort of a yellow-green. I'm going to take some sap, some cadmium yellow medium, and I think I'll put a little ochre with that just to take some of the green out of it, and a touch of ultramarine blue also. Again, I'm using my whole arm. I think I'm going to leave that clear, like, because the water does continue to go back into the distance. And it gives us a way to get out of the painting up into the top area. And I'll erase that pencil at some point. I flattened this brush just by pushing it down on paper. I get a nice blade out of it. So I can come in here. I don't have to go with a small brush. I don't need to pull out a little script brush or small round brush. Okay, let's give some height to these weeds. Just add some ultramarine blue to the green that I used right here. And I want this to be soft on top, so I don't have to wait for it to dry. And I've got my my sketchbook on a 3-ring binder, so it gives me a slant. I can control where the water goes. Add a little more ultra. I want a little more contrast right there. When this dries, then I'll put some dark trees on the very top. Let's get into some earth tones. So I'm going to work on the bank here. Switch to my number 10 round brush. You might feel like you have more control by staying with a smaller brush and gently picking away at your painting. But what you're doing is you're just creating a very, very busy painting, most likely. Here I'm taking a smaller brush because I want more of a point on it. Just gets more dark right here at the base. Just taking a few practice strokes here to see if I want to put another wash in here. Give the indication of some ripples, gentle ripples, nothing much. I don't want that dark to be at the top of that post, so I'm going to soften that so I don't have a hard edge. Okay, let's dry that. Okay, I'm going back to my mop brush. And if you have trouble making straight lines, and especially if you do want a real straight line, great tool for doing that is a 5-gallon paint stirring stick. You just want to use it when you need to, very sparingly. I'm going to take this number 4 brush, kind of lay it on its side, and just indicate those distant trees. And I may use that 5-gallon paint stirring stick also to put in the gazebo, the dock. Let's just see if we need to do that. This is all very, very dark. I'm using my script brush. And I'm just kind of faking some of this because I can't really see what it is. I know there's a dock there. I know there's all kinds of different things down here. So it's busy looking like there's something going on, but if you look really close, there's not much there. It's just all very, very suggestive. Now, there's barnacles down here, so I'll build that up on that post. Same here. All these posts give you a strong reflection. Very loose, very suggestive. Go with my burnt umber, my Payne's gray. Work on these posts right here. Rinse that out. Just take a damp brush. Take a dry brush effect here. Use a dry brush. Just add a little bit of detail. If you put too much in, like maybe that's too much, just take clear water. Just break it up a little bit. Okay, so while those posts are drying, I think I will put a tree coming into the scene. Now for that, I'll go back to my mop brush. Ultramarine blue, some sap green. Again, I fanned this out to get this unusual shape to it. Just a damp brush, just to calm it down. Just a little bit. Actually, I think I'm going to have some of the tree come down in front. This tree is actually closer to us than the dock. So, just taking a little value off the top of these posts. We'll see just a little bit of the top, so it's got to be a little bit lighter. I hope this has been helpful to you. Thanks for watching.